Hey, what's up everyone? Today I'll be fishing the KastKing Kestrel Elite BFS reel for the first time on an ultralight setup. Let me talk about what I'm using today, but the goal for today is to be casting some ultralight lures and see how this thing handles in real life situation. With that said, I'm not gonna be measuring anything, but I will tell you guys a couple things, how I feel about distance for specific lures, how accurate it is, and a couple other things like how this thing feels when I'm reeling it and casting. Let's talk about the full setup for a second. I have the Kestrel on the Zephyr BFS rod. This is the 5-foot 6-inch 2-piece ultralight, and yeah, fast tip action with a very nice bend on it, and it's rated from 1 to 8 grams. The line I have spooled on is the Varivas 4 PE, and it is 0.6 go, and that is approximately 10 pounds, and I have about 125 feet spooled on, and then I have 4-pound mono leader, and that is from Sunline. And the first lure I have today is the Euro Tackle EPS swim on a 1/32 ounce jig. So this is approximately what, 1.5-ish grams, so relatively light. Let's get out there and see how this thing works. All right folks, let's do a first cast with this lure here, and first cast didn't go far. I have this thing at 4.5 brakes, and it went to the left just a little bit, so I think the brakes is relatively strong, so I'm gonna go down to, let's say 3 for now. Definitely a lot better, went out pretty easy, but still not getting the distance I want. And let's put the brakes down a little bit more. Okay, that's definitely a lot further, and I'm not over spooling at 2 brakes. That's very interesting. All right, let's do another cast at heck, let's just do it, no brakes. Over spooling a little bit, but guys, I cast this thing at no brakes, and that's actually not too bad. If you guys casting with no brakes, whoo, that's crazy, right? So yeah, that's very interesting. Oh, got a fish on. But yeah, I think ooh, it's feeling great. Yeah, I think this might be over braked. I gotta catch some fish, and let's see how it goes. But yeah, first fish of the day is a huge Mondo white perch. All right, on EPS swim. Not too bad, huh? Here, let me throw this thing out. So yeah, that's very interesting. Oh, got some backlash now. But yeah, on 0 brakes, I was casting first backlash. That is very interesting. I don't know about you guys, but that just tells me a few things. I mean, it's okay distance. I am backlashing now. I guess open water got a little bit of wind. But yeah, 0 brakes, got some okay distance. Yeah, I mean, it's accurate distance-wise for that light lure. It's I would say acceptable, and I'm getting some bites out here, so that's nice. I haven't done any of these ultralight fishing trips for quite some time now, so this is going to be a great day testing out this reel. Now note that I have another rod in my back right there, which I will probably portray on my next episode, but right now I just want to throw some light lures around, see how it goes. But so far, handling that one perch was pretty good. Let's just say it's pretty good. The drag went out not bad. I could probably lower it just a little bit more just to see how it handles on bigger fish. But the drag clicker went off, and it was very not loud. Let's just say that. By the way, I have this thing with barely very little side-to-side play on a tension knob. So yeah, being able to cast this tiny jig and EPS swim on it, I feel like it's okay, although it's over braked. Oh, there we go. Got some fish. What I want to do is definitely get some micro bearings on it, the ceramic hybrid micro bearings, and see how that goes. But yeah, having it over braked is probably not a good thing for some of the folks who want to throw the lighter lures. Ooh. Bluegill, and he choked it. All right. Oh wow, look at that. Totally choked it. And this is why I have this guy right here. Oh, hold up. Swing this around. This tool is called an unhook 'em. You see, that's the website right there. Okay, but yeah, all I do is stick this guy in there and hit the hook, pop it out, boom, off it goes, and something just jumped out there. So I'm gonna continue fishing. So I'm fishing 3 feet of water and throwing this EPS swim. Woo. So far, 2 fish, not too bad. I have 3 bites total so far. I guess I could try to throw a trout magnet too, just for fun. But typically I don't use a trout magnet unless I'm, desperate for fish. But on a lake like this, I don't really need to throw that. Oh, wow, there's a lot of perch out here. Like big, fat, mono perch. Woo. Actually, I should not be lifting like that. This is a 4 pounds, but it's Japanese 4 pounds, so it's actually thin and fragile. Now I could probably use like a 2 pound for fun. It's super fun, but just in case there's some big mono bass in here or some big pickerels, I want to land those. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit more overspool on 0 breaks, but it's not a lot, which is, like I said, very impressive. But it's not impressive in a way that it's overbraked. I'd rather have it weaker, a lot weaker, so that I could fine tune it. And that's probably what most people will want from this reel, especially those who are getting it for ultralight fishing. I mean, this is the lightest reel out there. It has a super light spool, doesn't have micro bearings, and the bearings itself is not that great, as you guys saw during my unboxing. The free spooling wasn't amazing, even though I flushed it and then put like high performance oil on. I felt like the bearings just not good. I hope that they would maybe do a partnership with raWr and put some micro bearings out of it, like in the future, and perhaps even figure out how to change their braking system to make it a little weaker, or, and I say or, since they already jumped on the FTB braking system, right? Why don't they copy it 100% in a way where they can allow us to remove the magnet on the side, right? And that will help lower it, like that would be a game changer from KastKing. For a reel at this price, I feel like it missed, okay? Especially for the ultralight side, it definitely missed. Now, once again, guys, this reel was sent to me by Bait Finesse Empire. I am no longer part of KastKing. I used to be part of the KBA program way back in the day, and that's how I got them into the BFS game. I basically infiltrated the company and, got chummy with them, fed them a lot of information about BFS, and finally, after maybe 1.5 years, I was able to convince them. And then 2.5 years later, I got the Zephyr out, which is amazing. Let's just say that, amazing. And I'm been very happy that they were successful with the Zephyr lineup. Now, I have very little involvement with the Kestrel since I left KastKing, right? The only thing I'd done was had some conversation, like email conversation with Tate, which is the CEO of KastKing. I fed them market information, like what's the hot reel, what's the attributes out there, and how it's going, and how they would do better if they were to one up, let's say, the Dark Wolf Ultra, or at that time when I was talking to him, I was talking about the fish band, a Clamber Hyper Micro, and yeah, that's all I did. Like I said, I just fed KastKing information, and here you go. Very little involvement, but I can't say I have no involvement. But I wish that they reached out to me a little bit earlier before they even dropped it. Like if they actually went to me and say, here you go, Jimbo, or at least Bait Finesse Empire, right? And be like, hey, test out this reel, give us your feedback, because this reel is gonna be how much? $220. So can you tell us, what do you think about this reel? Will it sell? What changes you want? We would have fed them all the information, and then out of the box, this would have been a perfect $220 reel. So just my thoughts for my first time taking an out impression. But yeah, I'm gonna be throwing some heavier lures eventually, and we'll see how that goes. But for the lighter side of things, especially this is the ultralight reel, yeah, I don't think it's gonna make a lot of people happy. So hopefully when I change this to micro bearings, it does feel like a $220 reel. So yeah, I'm still fishing this at 0 breaks. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Got him. Being so close to the bank, it might be a bluegill. Nope. Wow, it is a bass, right? Nope. It's a perch, not a perch. Yeah, I should have brought my trout net or something. Eesh. All right. No. Right. Yo, you know, one of the biggest nightmare I have is, I mean, I don't think it'll hurt me that much, but it will hurt my feeling. And that is, sometimes the fish do get underneath my kayak seat, right? My biggest fear is that as I'm trying to reach in there, my seat will collapse, fall. I might, you know, bust my hand, or, you know, worst of all, squish a fish and, you know, fish gets all over my butt. That would suck totally. All right, the next lure I'm throwing is the trout magnet jig plus the EPF swim. The jig has 1/64 ounce. Now with the trout magnet plastic, it's about 1 gram. This plastic here might be very close in size of a trout magnet, but I don't have any trout magnets with me. So, you know, I would say it's pretty close to 1 gram. This is definitely still lighter than the 1/32 ounce jig. So let's see how this thing goes. Okay. Yeah, 0 breaks. Let's try one more time. There we go. Over spooling for sure. Distance wise, not that great. Yep, with some backlash. I prefer to have some breaks, I guess. So let's put like 2 on for a second. 2 clicks, that is. So it's probably like 1. There we go. That's a little bit more controlled. And yeah, distance wise, I guess for streams that's okay and acceptable for the small streams, but I would see that this reel here will probably do better with micro bearings. I'm gonna cast it one more time. I would say it's accurate, right? This casting direction, yep, it's pretty accurate. I'm just count the amount of cranks since I'm not measuring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13, right? What does that mean? If it's 29.1 inches, you just do the math. That's how far I cast it with the, let's say, approximately 1 gram lure. So it's not too bad, but I'm not gonna spend time with this guy here. Let's put something more heavier and ideal for fishing, like bigger lakes such as these. Now the next lure I'm gonna throw is a marabou jig that I tied myself. It's a slotted tungsten bead. I forgot what size, but I believe this is gonna be around 1/16 ounce, especially after it's wet. So it should be relatively good for casting. Oh yeah, it definitely goes. I think this might be just a little under 1/16 ounce, which is a very, very popular size and weight that I throw in streams for trout. So, oh yeah, it feels great. And by the way, that's at 2 clicks. So I'm gonna go back to like no brakes for a second, see how it feels, because like I said, man, earlier, throwing the other lure, no brakes, it felt like it was I felt like you know, this reel is over brake even with no brakes. And yes, it's going out faster and it could over spool. Hold up, one more time. Let's try with no brakes for a second. Okay, that going out fast, and if you're thumbing it, and I threw it pretty hard. Distance wise, it's great, it's amazing. Still, I feel like this thing is over braked, and yeah, like I would expect 0 brakes to be like over spooling like crazy. And I'm gonna keep saying this, I'd rather have weaker brakes in a way so that I could actually use the knob so I could fine tune the braking rather than over brake and not use any at all. So I'm hoping that they will address the braking issue in a future iteration. Got one. It's a nice one. It's swimming up to me. Oh, there it goes, it's fighting. Oh, it's really good. It's really freaking good. It looks like something long. Could be a pickerel, could be a bass. Let me there we go. Yeah, that's exactly what we're here for, right? It's a bass. Okay. Eee! Where you going? Where you going? Stay on this side, right? You wanna stay on this side? Here. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, here's a nice jump. Hey, come back out this way. Oh, come back this way. Silly Jimbo. I handle fish on this side. Come on, come on. Cradle the bass. There we go. Look at that. Kestrel BFS. Oh yeah. All right. Yes. First bass of the day. Man, on ultralight, small guys like these are super fun. All right. Just a little bit over spool right there, but it's not too bad. But which way? Let's drag that way. Okay. Seems like yeah, all the bait fish are out. I actually started the day fishing a buzzbait and a frog. Oh, got a bite right there. And let's just say I wasn't doing too well. But right now, everything is like out in the open. It's not too bad. Not too bad. We see stuff popping everywhere. I might switch over to a different rod and do some top water. Oh, here's a bite. Like a stick bait or something. Wouldn't that be fun? Stick bait with this Kestrel. All right. Crappie, please. Oh, wow. Big sunny. Dude, I'm telling you guys, marabou jigs, marabou feathers, they catch everything. They catch everything. And yes, the de-hooker right here, unhook them, is the best invention ever. They don't have a good social media presence, but yeah, you guys check out the website, unhook'em.com. You guys take a look. Put it right here. Look at that. There you guys go. Unhook'em. unhook'em.com. Let's go. Next bait, the chatterbait Flashback Mini from Z-Man, 1/16 ounce. This is one of my favorite baits. Catches everything. And I just love fishing it with BFS stuff. So anyways, let me just reel it back in. I just want to get the overspool out. But yeah, let's see how far this thing casts. This is currently the heaviest lure I've thrown so far. And yeah, it's pretty good. And that's, again, one click only of break, so barely. But yeah, this thing right here with this mucky water in the back, ooh, got a bite. Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna draw some nice bites. Probably gonna lose it from a pick around, because that's what they do. They take your bait, they take your lures, they take everything. So yeah, casting wise, I think I would probably do better using probably a light rod. But yeah, this is not too bad. Kind of what I expected. Short rod, ultralight. Here, one more time. Yeah, distance wise, I think it could go a little further with some of my other setups. But as an accuracy and distance wise, it's pretty good. And I just cast it into the wind right there. I don't know if you guys hear the wind going, but yeah, man, it's nice. It is nice. Look at that. Oh, that's fish. That's fish. There we go. Another perch. Here. Here we go. Man, this rod is fun, especially hitting these panfish like this, ultralight. All right, dude. Chew, 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 chew. All right. Here we go. Look at that. Chatterbait, perch. Let's go. So much stuff out here. Oh, got a fish already. Oh, came off. Oh, got a fish again. Oh, came off. What's going on? It's biting me. It's biting me. Set the hook. Let's go. It's like a school of perch today. Nothing but nice perch. That's a mono. That's a mono. Okay. All right, dude. Look at that. Oh, come on. It was like, nope. Nope, 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 nope. All right, let me just take this off. And come on. There we go. All right, off you go. God, oh, came off. Uh-oh. The plastic is off. It's feeling wonky. Yep. It's time to change lures eventually. Now, what's your favorite lure to put on a Flashback Mini? So far, I like the crappie magnet. It just feels perfect. But whenever the new Z-Man stuff comes out, the micro stuff, I'm definitely gonna glue one on, and it'll be super fun. Oh, I wish they would. I guess. Oh, there it goes. I wish what they could do is add something onto the shank of this Flashback Mini so that it will hold those elastic plastic, because if you guys are familiar with the Flashback Mini, this plastic here is not elastic. It's like some sort of a, you know, harder plastic than typical, and it rips, unlike the elastic stuff. So yeah, if they could put something on a shank to hold those elastics in, wow, Bait Finesse game changer right there. All right, that is good distance. That is fantastic distance, and boom, another one right there. Fire, fire, fire. All right, come this way. Yeah, these perch are super duper fun. There you guys go. Look at that. Anyway, enough of this lure. We're gonna try one last lure, and yeah, I'll wrap up the video with my impression of this casting session. When it comes to finesse fishing for crappies and trout, we cannot discount my favorite size setup, and that is a 1/16 ounce jig head plus a 2-inch soft plastic. And of course, I have here from Ural Tackle their soft lock tungsten jig, 16th ounce, and their 2-inch B Vibe 2-inch swim bait for the win. Let's go. Now, I believe once you put everything together here, this is approximately 2.7 grams. So it should be the furthest casting lure I have today, at least on this fishing session. And yes, it's going out there pretty far. And can I say it's the furthest? Probably not. Again, this is not gonna be a measured session. Ooh, there we go, got a fish. And is that yellow perch? Oh yeah, look at that. A different species right now. But yeah, this is a fun setup so far. I mean, it's doable for how I fish, right? Fishing at 1 or 0 breaks. But yeah, that's gonna be very interesting, and I will have to fish this a little longer, and you know, with various lures and different line, different rod, in order to give you guys a full review. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys turn on the bell notification, because I'll be fishing a few sessions today. And yeah, let me just pull this fish in, and I'm gonna head to the back where there's less noise and do my wrap up summary of this session. But ooh, this is a Bondo. This is the biggest bluegill of the day, I think. Hold up. I gotta show it to you guys. Aya, aya, aya. Poked me twice right there. Oh yeah, look at that. Not too bad. Not too bad. Anyway, off you go. All right, guys, let's wrap up this video using the Kestrel Elite BFS reel on the Zephyr BFS rod. So a couple of things right off the bat. Yeah, the braking, overbraked, super overbraked. I've been fishing this with basically 1 click or even no clicks at all. So it's interesting. I mean, so far, I'm not complaining about the backlashes. However, I feel like I could fine tune my casting a lot better if the brakes were weaker and I actually use the brake and dial system. Okay, so yeah, I'll try some heavier lures. Likely I will need, you know, some brakes for that, because when you have heavier lures, the spool's gonna spin faster and it needs to be controlled. So we'll be throwing this on a light rod next, and so you want to stay tuned for that. Now, a couple of other things. The drag system, it's okay, not too bad. The clicker is definitely light. The noise I hear out here is mainly noise from the highway. but I can still hear it, but I am definitely concerned hearing the drag clicker in a stream or something like that. About palming, I'm just holding it like this way, okay? That's pretty much it the entire time. So it's my normal way, which is like a half side palm. Now that I actually have the reel on a rod, I'm not really rubbing against that spot, but I do feel that this little contour right here is actually making it a little different for actually disengaging the spool. I wish it wasn't there, so that actually makes it easier, because I actually extend my thumb down a lot further compared to my other reels. Overall, you know, this reel right here, is it great? I think it's pretty good, but I would have to give it maybe a 7 for ultralight for now. But once I put some micro bearings on it, I will revisit this, and it definitely should be a lot better. Like, I threw down lures down to, let's say, trout magnet level to 1 gram. The distance wasn't far at all, but the accuracy, it was there. So I think people will find that good. But yeah, you guys probably want it a little further. And I think it had to do with the bearings and also probably the braking. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment below. Once again, I want to thank you, Bait Finesse Empire, Amir, for sending me this reel for some cast testing. The fish don't wait, guys. Get out there and slay them. I'm going to be out there with light rod next, and let's try some heavier lures. Let's go.